Hi, ladies and gentlemen. You all are welcome on board the Real Talk Show. Today on board the Real Talk Show, I'm with Big JT.
Hi everyone, Big JT in the building, Akunataka C1 of Akum London.
Yeah. So, Big JT, you are welcome on board the Real Talk Show. So, normally on the Real Talk Show, what we do is we talk business, we talk lifestyle, we talk progress, we talk happenings now, and probably everything that happens around the globe. So, we are delighted and we are happy to have you on board the Real Talk Show today.
Thank you.
Yeah. Please give us a little bit of introduction. Tell us a little bit who Big JT is.
Okay, Big JT Akunataka C1 of Akum London is somebody that comes with something that people don't know. I'm an artist also, and I'm also a businessman. I do into glass and aluminium. So that's Big JT for the moment.
Okay, so Big JT Akunataka C1 is into aluminium glass work.
Yeah.
So where are you based exactly?
Okay, Big JT is the artist. Now Rogic Alu is the business. We are based at Monte Matizon, a source in Yaoundé. So from Mobile Source to Terminus, we are in the middle of Mobile Source and Terminus, Monte Matizon.
That should be Terminus Mimboman. All right.
Yeah.
So Big JT, on board the Real Talk Show today, let's talk a little bit about lifestyle and progress. When you talk about Big JT, what will you say your progress level is as of some years back and the present moment?
Well, for Big JT, the side of the artist, it's really big down. It's down, it's not up. Because, no producer, no man to bring up Big JT. But in Big JT's life of music, I'm really trying, Just of recent, I dropped 2 singles for the introduction of our new king. So Big JT is still working on money projects, especially for the royalty. Because now I have a new king in my village. I need to give him more vibes, I want him to feel that there are artists behind him. In anywhere, in any other thing, Big JT is working on music, but for music world is back. And for my business is higher than more than I can think. Because if you take 5 years backward and to today, Big JT have done a lot in business, especially in my glass work.
So you want me to understand that you pay more attention to your work, or is it that the work is what generates the revenue that sustains your artist job, or is it you being as an artist that generates the revenue that sustains your work?
Now, if you can say it right, it's my job. It's my job that brings me first to the artist world because, I really like my job,
All right.
For the artist world is something that I've been praying to be, but since I've not yet reached the level I wanted to, but I hope one day I will reach that level of artist.
All right. So, Big JT, do you have any albums? Do you have any albums you have released?
Well, for like releasing an album, not yet.
All right.
But I have released at least 1 single, which is been done yet by Tama4 Records. That is God Bless You. The single was done in 2017, I think so. That was the only master single I had online. But there are a lot. I have a lot of songs that have been dropping, but no videos, no productions, you understand?
Okay. So when you talk about you being a work person and an artist, are you open for collaborations? Are you open for sponsorships? Like somebody wants to work with you? Are you open? Because there are some artists that are closed. Some artists will tell you, oh, I don't want to work with anybody, no collaborations and some stuff like that. So let's understand if you are open for collaboration, sponsorship. You don't know. Somebody may be watching out there and the person actually wants to step in.
Really, Big JT needs people, Big JT is somebody of people. So I really need, if people can help Big JT to promote his music, especially due to the Cameroon ways, But if you can find somebody that can take Big JT to the level maybe I was thinking, I could be very happy. I would love everybody to come my way.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Big JT, let's talk a little bit about your artist career. As an artist, what are the difficulties you face as an artist?
Well, I could not say I have some difficulties faced because in our side, I've not yet planned everything, you understand? So for the moment, my difficulties that I have is just the finances. If there was finance, I could have been maybe today like Kosi, you understand?
Okay.
My problem is finance.
Finance.
If
So
I could have been that financiable, I could have already done a lot of videos, a lot of things with my music world.
all right. So let's talk about your challenges, which are not finance, because definitely you have talked about the finance, right? If you have any advice to give to the young upcoming artists out there, what will you tell them, like that the mistakes they should avoid, stuff like that? What exactly will you tell them to avoid, and what will you tell them to be doing the most?
Okay. Number one, for the upcoming artists, what I can tell you guys is, if you have somebody that is willing to make you grow up, please get that opportunity, because I know many people that have gone into like promotions and they have called them up and they say, no, I paid you for my this, I paid for my that. But if you see somebody that is doing it for you, please calm down. Even the person is giving you but 10% and taking 90%, just focus. One day you will give it.
All right. So they should focus on what they are doing.
Yeah.
Pay attention. All right. Let's talk a little bit about Cameroon music industry, right? For me personally, I'm also somebody that is into showbiz. I understand how showbiz functions, and I can tell you for sure that there is a lot of disrespect that I personally see. Okay, a lot of disrespect, a lot of pride. Young upcoming artists are trying to gain limelight, but when people step in, pride and some stuff like that. What do you think personally as an artist? Will you humble yourself to work with people, gain progress, or generally, what will you talk about?
You know, in our thought, I would say the patience dogs eat the fattest bone, you know. So I would prefer to buy blow, to work with the people that are ready to bring me up where I want to, than to focus on, you know, we love going to have cash. No, the cash will come. If you have somebody that can already plan everything, you are a good person, you're a good artist, why then you start rushing? You don't have to rush. Focus, you will gain more.
Okay. So you definitely, if I understand you very well, young artists out there that are watching the show, you got what Akuna Takasi said.
Yeah.
Buy blow, be respectful, be humble,
You will gain.
listen to the authorities, and definitely you are going to gain a lot, right? Okay, so Big JT, can you please tell us where you see Cameroon music industry? Do you think we are progressing or is going down the slope?
As for me, Cameroon music is stopping now. It's stopping, not because maybe of the 2 or 3 artists we have. Cameroon in general is stopping. And they should keep on, because they should not buy blow.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do you think about CY's suggestion? CY International says we should do 80-20. Do you think 80-20 is the way forward?
Well, I don't really know what to say, but let's try.
Okay, because when it comes to the issue of 80-20, right, I have a totally different take on this issue of 80-20. Cameroon should pay attention on producing good music rather than following the issue of 80-20, because I'll give you an example. When you listen to a song that is being produced and the artist is the artist singing Spanish, right?
Yeah.
And the song is good, you dance to the song.
Yeah.
But you don't hear what the artist is saying.
Actually.
Yeah. So I feel like most of the times music is about the feeling that people receive at the end of when they listen to the song, the vibes they get, and some stuff like that. So if we are talking about 80-20, most of the times I feel like the reason why most Cameroonian artists are not getting the 80 is because they don't put energy to give us the same vibes that other artists from foreign countries are giving. You understand? Because I feel like if they are that serious and they are giving us that vibes, we will not even have need to even let that 20 go. So what do you think about it? Do you think Cameroon music, like, are they doing the most or they are relaxing?
Well, you know, Cameroon music, as for me now, is better than what I know yesterday. Because I have one person, like an artist, Kosi. That is a guy that would tell you that Cameroon music is moving when you listen to his messages, to his songs.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, so for me, Cameroon music is going.
It's going up.
Yeah.
All right. I totally agree with you, BJT. For me as well, Cameroon music is also on a fast rise, but I think we need more energy. So rather than doing 80-20,
actually,
let's put more energy so we could just do 100.
Yeah.
All right, BJT. Thank you very much for for giving us your thoughts about the music industry and some stuff like that. Today's sponsor of the program, The Real Talk Show, is no other but Fetch Travel Agency. So if you're out there and you want to travel to any part of the world, be it US, UK, Canada, France, wherever, as a tourist, whatever you want to do, just get to Fetch Travel Agency, okay? They are simply the best. They are going to help you with the process. They are going to facilitate everything for you and make it super easy for you. If you are out there and you want to travel, get to Fetch Travel Agency via the information displaying on your screen. They are going to be there to help you throughout, and believe me, it's going to be a smooth and safe trip for you. So, Big JT, let's move on to a topic that is a little bit intriguing. Okay, it's a topic that I personally I like to talk about it because it brings sensitization to the public, generally about lifestyle and some stuff like that. So this topic is the fast life. Okay, I'll break it down for you.
Okay.
The fast life, when we talk about fast life, we are talking about people that are working and people that are into the fraudulent lifestyle, like scammers, Yahoo boys, and money rituals and some stuff like that. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. You know, at first there was this stigma. Like when somebody points you out, like if somebody points you out, like, hey, you're a Yahoo boy, a lot of people will be like, hey, no call me Yahoo boy.
Yeah.
You understand? People were afraid of it.
Being,
Yes, people are afraid of being associated with scammers and some stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if you look at the recent trendings, right? Like somebody is doing scamming, the person is talking about it, the person is proud about it, no need to hide. Somebody is doing money rituals, the person is proud about it, the person goes out and some stuff like that. What is your take on it?
Well, you know, social media have shown us a lot. But the main thing I can say to our young guys out there, especially girls, they always fall victims. We should just be very careful and know the type of people you are trading to. Because they are friends, you say is your friend. You don't know where he's sleeping. Tomorrow you can find out that your friend you are mingling with, he's now a Yahoo boy. When people are like in the gathering and they have to pick somebody, you are done with them. So please, guys, they should just be careful. Because the world, we can't say that they should stop it. You don't know somebody's mind. You can't tell somebody one morning that stop Yahoo. Meanwhile, he's a Yahoo guy. He will just look at you and laugh. So it's just like carrying water pouring on the back of a cat.
Okay.
So for me, I would just tell my young people outside there, be careful where you are trending to. If your friend is a Yahoo guy and you know Yahoo is not good, stay away from him. Please. So I can't say they should stop. I can't say they should continue because the world has turned to something else. So everybody should just be careful.
Do you actually feel like on the level of comparison, you and that guy are on the same page because he gets his money through the fraudulent style? You get out there, you are walking under the sun, under the rain, and some stuff like that. How will you feel if you ever be in a competition with a fraudster and the person is using money to punish you?
My brother, that question is hard though. But the only thing is that if you already know that is a Yahoo guy, why not fight with him? You know you're working your money clean. If this guy is squander the money as he likes, my problem is, please, if you can focus and learn especially a trade, please, my young guys out there, if you can learn a work, mechanic, woodwork, everything that you can learn, stop searching for easiest money because it will lead you to anything that you could not think of. My brother, I will not fight him. He should squander the money. There's nothing to fight because I know myself, I'm looking my money with my clean hands, but he knows that after that punishing me with the money, he will punish his own self.
All right.
So they should just be careful.
Okay, that's wise. All right, Rodrigo, I want to ask you, right? If you look at the society of today, you realize that there are a lot of youth that are actually joining this fraudulent lifestyle on a daily basis. Like each and every day, there are youth out there that are joining this fraudulent lifestyle. Let's talk about what could be leading, from your point of view, right? What do you think can be leading a lot of youth to get into this fraudulent lifestyle?
Well, I would not say maybe lack of work in our country or lack of education. No,
Because I cannot even buy the point with you that it's lack of education. Because for you to be a fraudster, you need to be extremely wise and clever.
Okay. Yes, because some of them will say, excuse me, I'm not going to school, so because my parents are not paying my school fees. That's what I'm about to say. That is not for that. It's yourself that you have chosen to.
So you think it's a personal decision?
Yeah. If you see somebody today doing something, know that he has chosen to. Yes. Like start to enter a gang. Today you have chosen to enter a gang. So what you have decided as a grown-up full man. So they should just be careful.
Right.
What I just give like advice. Learn a job, you will get money. So today always see social media space today. So if you can learn something, a skill, something, you start putting on TikTok, as you can see, you will have a lot of money. So my young guys outside there, be careful.
All right. So when we talk about the issue of skills, right? Do you actually feel like these guys that do scamming, money rituals, and all the rest like that, do you think that these guys are doing it because they don't have skills? What have you ever addressed it from a point of view where it says these guys, they have the skills, maybe they have looked for jobs, they are unable to find jobs and some stuff like that? Have you ever thought of it that
My
way?
brother, if you are fine for a job, go to the village. There are a lot of farms there. Be a farmer, not to join Yahoo. I'd rather go to the village
and do farming
than to join Yahoo.
Okay.
It will not bring you something. It will bring you that money as that time. I know a lot of Yahoo guys that today some of them are even more mad than mad. So
that's why we call this topic the fast life.
Yeah. So they should be very careful. As you are moving forward and you think, no, things are going, know that tomorrow you'll go back and start back where you were.
Okay. So talking about the fast life, right? I usually feel like a lot of people don't understand this issue of fast life in such a way that when you actually join these HK homes, scamming, money rituals, and some stuff like that, a lot of guys out there, they need to understand that this is your life that has been shortened.
Actually.
So maybe a life that you were supposed to live like 100 and something, this life is shortened. Everything that you were supposed to get within that period, they have given it to you in the matter of a year, 2 years, and some stuff like that. Okay. And then you just get to live the life. You just get to live the life, and that's it. Let's have a small discussion about church. What do you think about church these days? When you hear church, what comes to your mind?
I grew up like a man, and I knew there are two churches. We have the Presbyterians and we have the Catholic. For me, any other church is not more a church. For me, I'm not saying any other people, but for me, if you are not Pres, you have not Catholic. If you have chosen a church, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so because church today, you see churches today now, for women, for them to leave church at normal time, take care of their children or their husbands. After church, they'll have another church. Church can go church to church 12 o'clock in the evening, my brother. That's no more church. So for me, if you are not a Pres, if you're not a Catholic, you are not going to church.
Okay. So do you feel that church is by the simplicity? So because when you talk about Catholic, right?
Yes.
I know Catholic goes, and then maybe in the morning, Catholic service goes for about 2-3 hours, and that's okay. Same too with prayers that you mentioned. You could go for 2-3 hours. So you feel like church should be a place where people go worship, come back home.
Actually.
Yes, not a place where they go and then spend the whole day and stuff like that.
Open stores in church or doing business in church. No, that's not more church.
All right. Anyway, let's focus a little bit on this aspect of church that it gives me a lot of worries. Okay. There's this particular aspect of church that gives me a lot of worry. There is something about church these days that back then I did not really notice it that much. Like, for example, you see church these days, most of the people we have as men of God, prophets, and all the rest, right? They spend more time preaching on prosperity. Do you really think preaching on prosperity is what is going to take people to the next level? Because most of these guys that are even getting frustrated, or most of the people that are getting frustrated these days, right, is because of church. To be honest, that's my own point of view. Why do I say so? I say so because there's a setup where you go to church and they preach prosperity. I hardly see people preaching hard work and some stuff like that. You go to church, the pastor will tell you, oh, pray, God will bless you, God will send you a destiny helper, pray, pray, pray. They don't tell you to go to work. They don't tell you to do this. What do you think about it? Do you really think that there are some prayer answers every question? Do you think prayer answers every question? Or there are things that you need to do physically?
Well, let me tell you something. I was crossing around a video in TikTok last time. I was also following these pastors that used to give clash between them. So one pastor said that if in that church somebody is saying that pray harder, God will send you money, pray harder, without giving you a skill, without telling you that you have to do by this, God will then from there and bless you. You think if you wake up in the morning, you put your 2 feet down, asking God, please, I need 10,000. From that morning to evening, that 10,000 will not come to your bed. If you don't go out and fight for it, it will never come. So those pastors, I don't know, I'm not calling people name. If you're a pastor, sorry. If you are the one saying to your fellow Christians that sit down, pray, God will do it, you are fooling them. If you are not saying, pray, go to a saloon, learn a job, pray, go to a farm, do this, put corn down, it will grow, you will break it, and you will do fufu, you will sell with, If you don't do that, how can somebody have money? Only with prayer? Never. God answers prayers with hard work. I think that's my own point.
Yes, because even in the Bible, if you look carefully in the Bible, it says prayer goes with action, right?
Yes.
So I feel like I myself, there are times that when I really look at the way church is going this way, a lot of people pray from morning to evening, hoping that God will do a miracle. So that's where I start having problem with church.
Yes.
That's where I start having problem with church, because I feel like if you can only tell people that pray, God will answer your prayers. I think there should be something that is tangible, something that is handy that you're doing for God to step in and
do it.
So what would be your advice if you ever come across a man of God one-on-one that you know that this man of God always preaches prosperity, he doesn't preach hard work? What will you?
I will tell that man of God to go and to work. Yes.
Because you know the funniest thing is, I actually feel like
he's not working, no?
Yes, I feel like most of the times, right, the Christians are blinded to certain things. Maybe that's the way church was designed, so Christians could be blind to certain things. Because look at it this way: how can a man tell you to pray, God will give you money, but he's expecting you to give him money offering? He's expecting you to give donation for a construction. So if the man of God was that powerful on prayer that he could pray and God gives money, why then is he asking?
So as you can see, at a certain time, it's funny. Yeah, it's very funny. And those men of God you see like that, most of them, they don't work. When they say pray, it's for you that you should pray when their own monies come. Then come and give his own.
Come and give the uncut.
So people should be wise outside there with church. I'm not saying that church are this or that. I'm not condemning church here. What I'm trying to let people know is they should be careful of the type of churches they are going to. There are also churches that lead to those Yahoo boys we just talk about right now. So people,
I saw a video. I saw a video on the internet where a Yahoo guy was doing spray in church, and all of a sudden the pastor became the MC. He became the hype man. So the pastor started acting like a hype man in church. So the guys, they came about 2-3 of them. They were dropping money, and the pastor, all of a sudden, he left the duty of God's calling, and then now he started being a hype man,
and praying even for the Yahoo guy to do more Yahoo.
Yeah. So
today, my brother, that's what I'm saying, that we should be careful when we are dropping our legs.
All right. So generally, I think the whole conception is, please, guys that are out there, pay attention to where you go as church. Be sure that where you are going to worship is not a place where they'll tell you pray for God's blessing. Your pastor should be somebody that could motivate you to do something that is handy, so that at the end of the day, the income should be flowing, okay? Because definitely there are a lot of scenarios where I've come across, and I keep believing that prayer doesn't solve every problem. That's my own take on it. Okay,
Yeah.
I feel like prayer doesn't solve every problem, but every problem has its own methods of prayer.
Yeah.
That's what I think about. Now that we have talked, we have discussed a lot of things,
Yep.
and definitely we have gotten your advice on showbiz, we have gotten your advice on church, we have gotten your advice on fast life and some stuff like that. So Big JT, let's dive into the world of business, okay? And I understand that you're a business person. So when you talk about Rodrigo Aliu, is it
Project Alu.
Rodrigue Aliu? So when you talk about Rodrigue Aliu, I want you to throw more light on the business, okay? So tell us more about Rodrigue Aliu.
Project Alu, we do into importation and we do into working. That means if they import glass, we know how to put it to position everything. We also do woodwork. We also do fer forgé. You know fer forgé, irons doors, and gate. In fact, anything concerning buildings to dress your buildings. So Rodrigue Alu is situated at a source, Monte Matizon, towards Terminus Mimboman. So we are in between Matizon and Terminus Mimboman. So if you can find Rodrigue Alu, you can contact Rodrigue Alu on 674 17 6688. Rodrigue Alu will give you the best of your jobs that you can experience. So Rodrigue Alu is with you guys. Scratch out.
Let's dive a little bit into your business, okay?
Yeah.
So how did you come about Rodrigue Aliu? How did you come about Rodrigue Aliu? Was it you got up one day in the morning and you were like, I want to do this, do that, and that? How did you start? How did you get the inspiration that you wanted to dive into the work of glass, iron, metal doors, and all of that? How did it start?
Okay, all started in 2007, that was 2007, where I was still in Akum, in my mother's home. So when I started this experience of glasswork is when we are like in a conference in the village. You will see we sit with friends that are from Yaoundé, Douala. When they come back, they'll start saying, I cut glass yesterday. I went and give one customer, he paid me 100K. I did a window and the customer paid me 80K. I said, but what type of job is this that people are just, you know, that time it's only Akumen that were the first people into glass and aluminium. Most people were already inside, but Akum were top leading. So I said to myself, I will learn this job, you know. To my greater surprise, one of my father, I will thank him once more, Mr. Kanji Sipwen, wherever you are watching this show, is your son, Rodrigue Alu, because he's the one that introduced me into this work. He took me as his own child. He said, you can learn this job. Tomorrow you know, we don't know where it is going. And I started the job with Viere Decor. Viere Decor is my father, as I earlier said, Mr. Kanji Sipwen. He's the director manager of Viere Decor, situated at Carousel, at the Nivero Carousel. So I learned that job there like roughly 3 years. It's a job that if I would advise any young youth that if he wants to go into, it takes you like 3 to 4 years to learn that job.
To master it.
To master it, to be a professional. And from there, I said, I will learn a job to somebody that his name is Viere Decor. My name is Rodrigue. So I decided to take that Alu and put to Rodrigue Alu.
So that's how you came about your name, Rodrigue Alu.
You understand? As most of my customers back here in 2018, 19, because I had customers from that time. So they know me as Rodrigue. So I'll not go and change my name and put another name. Maybe it will confuse them. I just link it to Rodrigue Alu so that at any time I give maybe a story of my job, I'll just say Rodrigue Alu. So they'll start. That's where it started going.
That's thoughtful. So Rodrigue Alu, let me ask you a question based on your work, right? Has it been easy during the time you were learning? Was there any time you've ever felt like I feel like this is the wrong job, or was there any time that the job got too difficult that you wanted to quit? What was your motivation, your difficulties and your motivation? Let's talk first about your difficulties during the process of learning.
Well, my difficulties were the time of like transportation. I was trekking from Hawaii. There is Monty. To a source.
To a source.
Trekking. Yeah. Those are the difficulties I had during my learning my job. But I thought to myself, trekking is not the problem. It's to reach there is the problem. So I said to myself, I will do anything possible.
What was the motivation? What kept you like every day?
Yeah.
Because I know
Something
from Monty Hawaii to a source is not
that
it's
easy.
not a short distance. I know that distance very well. It's a distance of about 400, 500.
Yeah. Well, motivating me is myself. I motivate myself. I said I will do it. Yes. Wow. And due to the experience, I saw my other people, my other Akum people progressing in the job. You know, I said, one day I'll also be like them.
Okay. So I think at a certain point you were like, if I cut glass go sell, I'll play with it. Give me 80,000, 100,000.
Yeah.
That means I'm gonna learn the work. Because your motivation is like your mind is on the money.
In the money.
And you had a target, you had a vision.
Yes.
Like,
I need to learn this job and know it, and I'll have money.
Yes. Wow, that's nice. You know, when you talk about leaving Monty to a source, I'm still like, what?
Yeah.
You work out.
That's it. That time, I even had a bicycle, you know. At times I would say, this bicycle, it wastes times. I will even drop it at home.
You trick.
Yeah.
Wow. That motivation is so intriguing. All right. Anyway, along the line today, right, let's talk about your progress. Has it been easy for you since ever you finished? Because you mentioned 3 years of learning, right? Yeah. So when you finished at that 3 years, what exactly did you set out to do to make sure that what you have learned should not evaporate, it should not go to waste, and some stuff like that?
I started moving shops to shops at Mokolo, Marché Central. Started sharing my cart. I did this small
business cart.
Started sharing my cart for this business to not to flow, not to evaporate.
To crumble.
From there, I started receiving calls. Well, I had your card. I wanted you to do this. So from there, I opened my own shop. I first opened my first shop was at Carrefour Paquita. Yes. From there, Carrefour Paquita locked. I went to Monte Matizon.
And that's where you are permanently now.
Yeah. So I will first give a shout out to my fellow people in Marché Central and Mokolo. Those are the guys that top lead my work. You know this box of, they are selling phones inside. Where you go to Avenue Kennedy, those
glass box where they display phones.
If you go to Avenue Kennedy, if there are 1,000 bucks, I've done 600.
Wow.
So I really give a big shout out to them. Waco El Cargo, I give you a big shout out. Alberto Telecom, Lotete, Thomas, there are many of them I can't mention. Kiki de Paris. So these are the people that have grown up Rogic Alu, especially Papa Kanji Cyprian.
Okay. Yes. So is there a particular time where you ever felt like people are giving complaints about your jobs, or have you always do you do customer follow-up, check-up, like you want to know, were you satisfied?
If you want to stay into this job, that's the biggest part. You have to satisfy that part.
Following up with your customers, knowing if they were satisfied and some stuff.
Especially when they call you. I saw what you put the other day is a bit like, please run back to. If you ignore, you have lost one customer.
So your business strategy is like follow up.
Even if the customer calls you 5 times, attend to him 5 times. You will gain more. There are people that when they put a door to a customer and maybe the door has a little bit of problem, the customer says, God, you left, that door has, you say, I beg, I'm occupied somewhere else. He will just make as if he has not seen anything. He will call another technician. If that technician just come and do it again nicer than how you did, you have forgot about that customer. He's gone.
You have lost the customer.
He's gone. You can never, you call him, you will not pick your calls. I've had to like 4 this type of things. Like a customer called me, God, I had a problem. I thought I've traveled. I came back. For me to rush to him, I stood quiet. He called me and said, as I call you to come and see what you have done, you didn't come. So there's a job that I gave to somebody, 4-story floor. My brother, I was like, you see, so when a customer calls you at press service, go. Don't ignore.
Even
it's just to come
what time is it?
Yes, be there.
All right.
Because it's from there, that train is still moving. When you cut that one train, the other one comes and join. You will not join as that one was there. You need to you need to be adding.
All right. So definitely, Rodrigo, I like the way you talk about this job. It shows that you really have a mastering of it. It shows that you understand what customer service is all about, job follow-up, and some stuff like that. Yeah, Rodrigo, I'll tell you, is the same also, like what we do here on our podcast, okay? Can you remember how many times I got to you, like personally?
Actually.
We chat, and after a while, and even when I knew that the program has been settled, I still get to you, and I was like, hey, bro, I still want to confirm. You understand? So for all those people out there watching, you got what Rodrigo Aliu said. Rodrigo Aliu, you got what he said. It's very important for you to do customer follow-up, customer review. If they're giving you a complaint about a certain product, it must not be in the wall of Aliu and some stuff like that, okay? Yes, if you are out there, you're a carpenter, somebody says, oh, this chair is having this problem, you're an electrician, my switch is having this problem, follow up. Because I believe all these follow-ups that you did, you yourself, you have mentioned that it is what is giving you success today. And a lot of people can actually rely on you because they know that you have a good follow-up system. Congratulations. We are going to be going on a quick commercial break, okay? And when we come back on the quick commercial break, we are definitely going to dive more, knowing who Rodrigo Aliu is all about and talking about life as a whole. So let's take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll continue.
Welcome to FH Travel, your gateway to the world. From our headquarters in Yaoundé, we open doors to global opportunities with expertise, passion, and a commitment to making your travel dreams a reality. Our services include travel and immigration consultations, language courses, financial guarantees, tourism, and insurance advice. Do you dream of studying, working, or living abroad? Our experts will craft a personalized package that aligns with your goals and budget. Get your visa for your dream destination at affordable prices, guaranteed in just 3 months. Our most popular destinations include Brazil, US, France, Greece, China, England, Dubai, Luxembourg, India, Japan. Get your visa to any destination of your choice with FH Travel now. Contact us today. Contact us on WhatsApp +37 675 489 085. Email contact@fhtravel.com. Address opposite Xavier Vogt College, Sonel TKC, Yaoundé, Cameroon. FH Travel, your trusted partner to a world of possibilities.
You all are welcome back from that quick commercial break. Don't forget, we are still on board the Real Talk Show, okay? And also, don't forget, on board the Real Talk Show today, we are still with Rodrigo, Big GT Akuna Takasi, one
of Akum London.
Of Akum London, of the whole Akum London. All right, Rodrigo, I must say it's a pleasure for us to have you here today. Our viewers out there definitely believe they are going to have a good time watching you share your experience with them, be it on business, the fast lifestyle, and every other thing that we have discussed about. So, Big JT, do you have any remarks that you want to give out there to the youths? Any special advice that you want to give to the youth out there just to make sure that they are on track, they are not going astray? Anything for them?
Hi, once more, everyone. This Big JT, the artist, for the business name Rodrigo Aliu. Well, the small advice I can give to my brothers out there is hard work. There is no other thing that pays than hard work. Focus on any business you are doing. You pay, you know. And once more, I thank God first for my life. and for the life of my family and everybody around me that I know. So Happy New Year to you guys, Rodrigue Alu. I'll go once more. Rodrigue Alu is somebody that welcomes everybody in any other aspect, either to music or either to my job. If you want to do into music, contact Rodrigue Alu. If you want to learn my work, contact Rodrigue Alu on 674 17 6688. I'll answer WhatsApp and calls. Okay.
All right, Rodrigue Alu. Big JT.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the artist name, for all those of you watching, the artist name is Big JT, and the business name is Rodrigue Alu. Okay. So you guys have heard it all. You guys have heard all from Rodrigue Alu, alias Big JT, alias Akuna Takasi, one of small London. Yeah, guys. So it's a wrap for us here at the studio. And guys, please don't forget, if you are watching us and you want to be part of the Real Talk Show, you can get to us via the information you're watching on your screen, okay? If you're also out there, you have a business, you want to advertise, you have anything you want to put on air, you want to put it out there for the viewers, for the entire public to watch and get to you, please don't forget, contact us on the Real Talk Show, okay? The numbers are displaying on the screen. You could get to us, we get into a discussion, and then definitely we are going to see how things are working out. So on to next time, guys. We were happy to have you here on the production bench. It's T4 production. We're doing this in collaboration with TNA production. So please, guys, keep in touch. Like this video, share, tell a friend to tell another friend that T4 production, TNA production, and why not, the Real Talk Show is here for everybody. Until next time, it's a wrap, and we all will be happy to see you again. Shout out, stay blessed. We love you all.